please, or pledge, please.
Would you please join me in honoring our flag and country? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Ezell, would you lead us in a word of prayer this morning?
Would you join me in prayer, please? Heavenly Father, we thank you for the many blessings of this life, especially for the recent rains you've given to our thirsty country. Help us to make wise decisions for the benefit of our constituents and our citizens. And please watch over and protect our troops, our first responders, and police officers. And help us to live our lives more closely following the example set by your Son, our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Cindy, do we have a quorum?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Yes, you do.
Okay, thank you. Approval of minutes.
Mr. Chairman, we have two sets of minutes. We have our regular commission meeting from May 16th, and also the minutes from our groundbreaking on our new health facility. Do you want me to do them separate or all together?
That's whatever your pleasure is.
Okay. I believe if there's no corrections, May 16th and May 29th, I move that we approve both minutes.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Ezell to approve the minutes of, what's the dates on those?
May 16th, regular meeting, and groundbreaking on May 29th.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we're honored today to recognize a group of people we couldn't do without here in our county. We would like to recognize in this proclamation Primary Election Workers Day. Whereas election workers make up the front line of democracy and are essential to free and fair elections in Chaves County, New Mexico, and whereas election workers are local, temporary workers supporting free and fair elections in their local communities, and whereas election workers undergo elections training, take an oath of office to faithfully support the New Mexico Constitution and the Constitution of the United States, and whereas many election workers are veterans, retirees, or seniors who participate in the election process in a continued service to our country, and whereas election workers are registered as Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, Independents, working families, green, or declined to state, but put aside party affiliation to support a fair and transparent election process, and whereas election workers assist thousands of voters in their communities and provide vital support and access for individuals with disabilities, and whereas election workers work hundreds of hours from the start of early voting on May 7th to Election Day on June 4th, and post-election day tallying of results. Now therefore, on this day set aside to canvass the 2024 primary election, the Chaves County Board of Commissioners hereby expresses our gratitude to the fellow New Mexicans for a job well done. Let it further be resolved that Thursday, June 13th, 2024 is hereby proclaimed Primary Election Workers Day in Chaves County, done this 13th day of June by the Board of Chaves County Commissioners. Mr. Chairman, if there's any election workers here, we'd like to ask them to come forward so you can present them with this proclamation this morning. Come on up. And if you'll line up just down in the front, I think the commissioners will come down and be easier. There's so many. Get yourself out. Get your walk. Get your steps.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys for all your service and your hard work. 'Cause that's quite a deal to come down there every day. We'll move on to the 2024 primary election canvass. Cindy?
Well, good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Before we get to the numbers, I would like to thank everyone who worked tirelessly to help us run this election. I don't think, unless you've ever run an election, you know exactly what goes on behind the scenes and the hard work and the endless hours that are put in. You know, it's our goal that you walk in, it takes about 5 minutes, you get a ballot, you vote, put that in the tabulator, and you leave. We work incredibly hard to make sure that experience is easy and convenient for everyone and that it goes off without any flaws. I would like to thank you as commissioners today for recognizing the election officials. We could not put on an election without these great people. They're going to be mad at me, but I want to point out a few people. Trent in the back, if you'd stand up. Trent's in high school. This was his first election. He worked for us, so we were really happy to have him. I hope he will work again. And he was a rock star doing same-day registrations for us down here at the county. Melinda has worked for many years, but she stepped up this election to be a presiding judge here at our building, and she did a fantastic job. I wanted to point out Daisy. Daisy was a first-time worker as well. And then I also have Sean and Robert, who were first-time workers, and they were fantastic. And not to overlook all of our other people that have worked many, many elections. We don't take for granted those seasoned workers. They bring so much wisdom into the process, and we are grateful for them. I want to thank our polling locations for allowing us to use their buildings. We bring all of our stuff in, we disrupt their buildings and their service for, early voting starts almost 30 days before the election. But on election day, we have printers and laptops and tabulators and people in and out of their facility. And so I really want to thank our polling locations for allowing us to use their facilities. I would like to thank Joe Petty. He helped us tremendously with all of our signs here at the county. He fixed our sign that was broken out there by the Casa Maria entrance, put them up, took them down. He did a great job. And then I would also like to thank facility maintenance. We had a power outage on election day at East Grand Plains, and our facility maintenance team stopped what they were doing, grabbed a generator, took it over there. It was kind of a National Lampoon's moment. He was getting ready to plug it in, and power came back on, but I really want to thank them for assisting us with that. I want to thank Andrew with our IT department. I looked up at 7:15 on election night, and he was standing down in Area D just there to help us with technical issues that might have gone wrong, and so I appreciate him being there. And then Angelo and Steve, they delivered and picked up all of our stuff, and that's a big job, so I really want to thank them for everything they did there. But mostly, I would like to thank the clerk's office staff. The staff came in election morning at around 5:30 a.m., and they stayed till about 10 o'clock at night. We answered over 85 calls on election day, and our normal average is around 38, so the phones were pretty busy. We processed 222 same-day voter registrations. We got yelled at a couple times. But through it all, the staff remained in good spirits. They were still laughing and joking around at about 9:15 at night, and I am very thankful for the staff that I have. They did an amazing job. So now to the numbers. In front of you, you have a canvas summary of the total votes received by each candidate in the primary election. And I like the numbers, so you should have more numbers there than you know what to do with. We had a total of 6,772 ballots cast. 5,706 Republicans participated, 1,047 Democrats, and 19 Libertarians. The turnout was 26%, and I know that is low, but that's pretty average for Chaves County within the last 10 years of primary elections. Other than that, you have a breakdown of the same-day voter registrations. Of course, people did a couple different things. They could have updated an address and a party or a name change. Tried to break those out into what I thought would be the most important of the updates they did, party changes. And then I really think it's interesting if you look at the turnout by age, gender, and party. Sad thing to me is our young people are not participating in elections. And so we will continue to do outreaches and try to get more people involved. But those are the numbers that I have for you today, and I'll stand for any questions.
Anyone have any questions?
I got a quick one. You mentioned 222 same-day registrations. Was that expected? Are we happy? Are we not happy?
That's a loaded question, Commissioner.
Well,
So I think it's important that
I mean,
people
were you
are-
expecting more or less? Or?
No, I think that's about average. It's important that people are able to vote in the district that they live in so that they are voting for those that are representing them. So address changes are incredibly important. People that are not registered with a major party are allowed to update their registration to a major party in order to participate in the primary. So those are where those numbers came from.
Okay. So are most of those like new voters or just?
No, if you look on that second page, about two-thirds of the way down, there's a breakdown of what happened with those same-day registrations. And the biggest category that we saw being processed was DTS voters declined to state a party, were changing or updating their registration to Republican in order to be able to participate in the primary. The next category that we saw the biggest numbers in was where they changed an address or a name. So
Thank you. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I was
you're
just curious.
fine.
Cindy, how many DTS independent voters are there?
There are 26, we have about 34,000 voters. There were 26,485 eligible voters in this election that were already registered with a major party.
Right.
And so that would be almost 9,000 that are registered with a minor party or DTS.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the canvass of the 2024 primary election held on June 4th.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Ezell and second by Commissioner Dana for approval of the canvass votes of the 2024 election. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you,
you.
Cindy,
Thank you, Cindy.
very much.
Thank you, staff. Thank you, poll workers. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you.
Okay, we'll move on to agenda item number 1, is public hearing. Bill, do you want to?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, as Andrew's putting some figures up on the board there, I want to tell you, this is our public comment for the Infrastructure Capital Improvement Plan, the ICIP, which Adriana manages for us every year. So we're going to kind of tag team this. Adriana, Alex, and myself will be here to answer questions about the projects. Hopefully you'll be able to see some of the stuff on the screen there. There's several hundred ICIP projects, as you know. Each has a priority from the year 2026 to 2030. And so anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Adriana to
Okay.
talk about that.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. This is agenda item number 1, public hearing to accept suggestions and ideas for projects for fiscal year 2026-2030 Infrastructure Capital Improvements Plan. The purpose of this public hearing is to seek suggestions and ideas for projects that may be considered for the Chaves County ICIP. The requirement for a project is to be $25,000 or more. must have a life expectancy at least of 10 years and benefit the community.
And Mr. Chairman, this is a public hearing, so what we do is we try to seek public comment on the projects that we have, ideas for new projects for the future. And of course, keep in mind that this list starts next year. So each year we do a 5-year and we update it each time. So some of the things you're going to see, the top 10 project, we'll talk about that in a little while. That's on the screen now. We prioritize 10 in-house, the administratively, and then we narrow that down with your help to 5. Last year we had 6 because the flood commissioner asked us to add project number 6 because they needed some funding for the Macho Draw. Otherwise, we would have only had 5 last year. So here in a minute, we're going to talk about that. But do we have the entire list of ICIP projects that you can kind of slowly scroll through, or? There we go. And you might want to zoom in. The numbers are probably less important than the project names at this point. We can move to the numbers if we need to.
I presented to you the state's spreadsheet, which goes according to their number chronologically 1 through 204. This spreadsheet is by department and is color coded to kind of tell the difference from one department to another. So whatever, it's easier for you to review.
He's going to zoom in, and we can ask for come up and give us ideas whenever you're ready. Yeah, that's helpful. We can read them. And you'll notice that they're priority years, so it may say 2026, 2027, 2028, and have a priority number that changes depending on the year. But as you're aware, the sooner the year is, the more urgent we feel it is. The other stuff is more long-term replacement of buildings or infrastructure that we foresee needing at some point in the future.
Does anyone have any comments or?
And did you mean the public as well?
Yes,
Commissioner
public,
Pillars? Yeah, so anyone in the public that would like to make comments about the type of projects we should have or any of that stuff, please step forward.
Is anybody online? We'll get you a little flag.
So along with this public hearing, Mr. Chairman, we would like to move agenda item number 12, which is the resolution which adopts the 2026 to 2030 Infrastructure Capital Improvement Plan and authorizes the permission of access forms that we need to administer this program. So Adriana has that ready, and
So we need to vote on that to approve that.
correct. If there's no public comment, then
Okay.
I suppose we could move on.
Is there any public comment? Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. This is agenda item number 12, resolution R-24-021, adopting the fiscal year 2026-2030 infrastructure capital improvement plan and authorizing the permission of access forms. So this resolution is for adopting the fiscal year 2026-2030 ICIP and authorizing the permission of access forms. Staff recommends approval.
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of Resolution R-24021, which is Agenda Item 12 to be consolidated with Agenda Item 1, adopting the fiscal year 26 through 30 infrastructure capital improvement plans and authorizing the permission of access forms.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Taylor for approval of Resolution R-24-021, adopting the fiscal year 2026 through 2030 infrastructure capital improvements plan and authorizing permission for access forms. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, if we can get our great IT people are doing 14 things at once to put the top 10 projects back up the other tab. And if you'll just do the zoom in on the proposed top 10 for this year, as each of you know, and you can just zoom in on the names if you want. We've got a hard copy so we can see the dollar amounts here. Every year, administratively, we put together a top 10 list, what we believe the department heads, Alex, Adriana, Annabelle, all of us kind of weigh in on this, and we talk about what we think the top 10 projects for the coming year are, and we take a stab at that, and then informally, we ask you guys to help us narrow that down to 5. And those 5 are the projects that we typically pick from to request funding from our state legislators or other legislators if something becomes available. And we're happy to answer questions on any of these projects, what they are and how we came up with the amounts and how come we prioritize them the way that we did. And we all stand for questions. That includes Alex. He knows a lot more about it. So.
And Jeff.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Day.
on the Cultural Plaza, we're going to ask, it says amount not funded yet, $400,000. Is that what we will be asking the legislature to help us
Mr.
with?
Chairman, Commissioners, of course, Main Street Roswell brought forward about $2.1 million for that project. We were able to receive some monies last year that we used to help us redo the design on the project and make sure we're ready to go out for bids. And of course, that was a real short window. We have to have that fully paid for, not just obligated by June 30th, which we're well on the way of doing. We should get our 100% documents this week, I believe, so we can go ahead and pay for that. But we do have an opinion of probable cost on it, and it's slightly more than the $2.2 million we have available. So we've reevaluated and reassessed, and of course, it's not done yet. It's not really started yet, except for the design. So we want to be sure we keep that in our top 10 as a priority and can ask for those funds that we need to complete that project.
Is this also on the City of Roswell ICIP, or do we know?
I don't believe that it is. It's totally a county project.
county?
It's on county
Okay.
property. It's, we're working in conjunction with the schools, with the City of Roswell, with Main Street Roswell, with the state organizations. We want this to be a community project, as it well should be. It's going to service town of Roswell and everyone else, but it's actually a Chaves County contribution to our community. So it wouldn't be on theirs, ICIP.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
Any more questions?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we have the Cooperative Extension building listed as number 1. We were able, of course, to purchase the building. We want to fast track this and get our shareholders in there. Tamara's sitting there smiling nicely. We want to do everything we can to get the building not really renovated, but reorganized so that they can utilize it to the best benefit. We did receive $590,000 last year to get going on that. Of course, we purchased the building last fiscal year. The actual contracts don't come till September, so we haven't been able to start on the project, but as soon as we get those, we're ready to move forward with sort of a design build, possibly, and Alex can talk more to that if we need to. But we definitely want to keep that as a high priority. We feel that that's our number 1 priority to get going. We have a good chunk of the funding. We believe we can get the rest of the funding, but we definitely need to get started moving on it. And as we know, it'll take about a year for these funds to come through if we were successful in pitching these to the state legislators. So that's why we have it as a number 1. Adult detention security upgrades, we have that as number 2. As we've talked, we're very happy about the change in direction that we have with our detention facility. We're making great strides. We're fully staffed, essentially. I mean, we have come and goes, but we're down to 2 or 3 people on a regular basis is all that we're short. We're well-staffed, we're well-run, they're trained individuals, we're doing well, but we want to continue to assure the safety of both the detainees and our staff. So we want to continue with some security upgrades. We've been doing those ongoing, but we want to ask for some more. Our number 3 project, the courthouse roof replacement, as you see last year, I believe it was the number 3 project until we added the Flood Commission's project. We did not get funded for that. The roof's a year older. It's that much more of a priority for us. As we know, we try to keep our deferred maintenance on our buildings down to a bare minimum. We try to keep our stuff in good shape, so it'll be here for many years for our community. That's why that's number 3. Of course, the Cultural Plaza, we've already talked about that. We're well on our way to getting that done. We just want to keep it up there. It benefits the entire community. That's why we put it number 4. Our number 5, the courthouse renovation is starting to be older. It's 20-year renovation, so some of the equipment and utility are at the end of their life cycle. So we're just trying to stay ahead of that again we don't want to defer maintenance. We feel end of life on hydronic heating, cooling systems, and we're looking at replacing some of the equipment in the basement. As you can tell, it's pretty expensive. I believe we've got it at $200,000, it looks like. So that's our top 5. Mountain View Road improvements we put down as number 6. Mountain View School is going to be replaced. I believe they said they expect to start construction in about 18 months or so. And so we feel that given the time that it takes to get the monies and all, we would be in a good position to completely redo that road. There might be a potential to take that road further out to 285 at some time. We don't know all the parameters there, but we certainly think that that's one that needs to be on our short list, but maybe not necessarily top 5. Number 7 is Administrative Center entrance concrete repairs. As we've talked over the last few years with the attacks on public buildings and all, when Commissioner Cavan was here, he asked us to look at putting bollards and those types of things in front so someone couldn't just launch through the windows there. And as you guys noticed, the trees, as they've matured, this building's about 22 years old now. The concrete is heaved and broken, and we've had to grind portions of it off to keep people safe and make sure that we maintain our accessibility. So what that project would be to tear out everything up front, would include the concrete and the landscaping and the security measures necessary in this day and age. We want to see that done, but we have some more pressing things this year, but we certainly believe that that's an important one. Road Department, we have a bridge, Caddo Road, bridge rehabilitation. The dollar amount on that is about $350,000. It's functional currently. They did some repairs to it last year, the year before, Joe? A couple years ago. So it's patched, but it needs to be fixed. It gets a lot of heavy traffic loaders, hay trucks, that kind of thing. So we want to be sure that we keep it as a high priority. Our number 9 priority in-house was the courthouse elevator upgrade for elevator number 6. And I'm not sure, and Stan has stepped out, I believe that my last interaction with elevator number 6 was when a young lady by the name of Judge Riggs was trapped in the elevator with her mother for about 45 minutes. And so we kind of try to keep those things good. We have good elevators, we have good maintenance on them, but that elevator is starting to give us some problems. So we have it as number 9. Flood Commission, when they move to their new building, they have portable tanks, steel tanks, and they basically built a berm around them with some dairy plastic as their secondary containment, and they need a modern fuel island with probably above ground storage tanks with double containment, as well as a concrete pad in case of a ruptured tank or something would be able to capture. So anyway, that's the top 10. That's why we put them in the order that we did, and we certainly are requesting that if you guys would like, for instance, number 8 to move to number 2 or something, please let us know, and we'll make those notes now, and then we'll proceed with the top 5 that you asked us to put forward. And like I say, it's an informal process. We don't have a resolution or anything for it. We just want to open discussion here publicly as a part of this public hearing.
Mr. Chairman, Bill, Alex, I do have a question. On our Pecos Valley Dispatch and Emergency Services, when will that be completed and when will they move down there?
Securing the contract with the contractor, and we're looking for a start date here pretty quick. So we're looking at 12 months.
Okay, so they're moving down to Area D, and that's going to have to be a secure location, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that's where I go to vote. Where will we move?
There
I mean,
is-
because it has to be secure, so you can't have public in there.
So the where you enter now for voting, that's going to remain in the back portion of that, or the front portion. I'm sorry, where the voting happens now. We'll create a little hallway, an entrance there to the right.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, their secure entrance will actually be around back. So it's within the same Area D, but it's totally secure. They can get out because of fire needs. Of course, they have to have egress, but no one else will be able to get into that area. So they will actually be behind the fence for secure parking. They will actually have an entrance from the exterior to go into there, so the general public would not do it. We've had many talks over what we should do with Area D. As everyone's aware, it was a storage unit for many years until we finally, over the last 5 or 6 years, have managed to get the bathrooms in there. We've changed a new entrance to the front. And we said, well, what will we use the other portion of it for? We had talks about maybe moving cooperative extension in there a couple of years ago. But at this point, it seems that maybe the best thing to do, because one of the things on our ICIP is a voting storage place. We talked about if we build a health department, they could be across the street. It's fairly close, be a permanent voting location. But it seems like at this point that the best thing to use Area D for would be for a permanent voting area. And it does work because most of the time, nobody else is in there. It would be storage for their units. It keeps the Pecos Valley Dispatch in a secure, unpublic area, and the undersheriff may have some ideas on why we do it that way as well. But we think that that's a good fit, and so that's kind of what we're looking at moving forward, even though that's not on our top 10 for the voter warehouse and permanent voting location, but it is something that we've been talking in-house and trying to figure out what's going to work best for the clerk's office and for the public there. Pecos Valley Dispatch, we have on today's agenda, we do have an award agreement for the construction to commence on the Pecos Valley Dispatch. So,
Okay, so they're going to be in Area D, where we have, in the rooms where we have the machines that are locked up. Is that what you're looking at? Or just that hallway and that's it?
pretty much the entire thing, because currently the machines are locked up as you come in the new entrance to the
Right.
left, the machines are pretty much all secured there, and they have to be under lock and
Right.
key, obviously. So
Right.
those are secure. We don't even go in the building unless we get permission from Cindy. They've got their
Right.
own alarm. We won't go in there without them knowing what's going on, because we believe in that security. Then the other portion where they greet the voters, make sure that everything's in place and let them go and vote, that would pretty much remain the same. I mean, we might make some minor changes for flow or whatever, depending on what the clerk would like. But as I say, that's probably down the road. Currently, it's working, but it seems like that may be the best use for that particular area.
Okay. Okay. I'm a visual person, so you're going to have to take me down there and walk me through and see we've got to have the flow for voters,
And
but
I
we've
think-
also got to have the security
Right.
for dispatch. So,
Yeah, I think it'll be fine, even if we have to change the flow to where the voting room becomes where they check in. I think it'll work. Just kind of all depends on how the construction plays out there, but I think
Okay.
it'll be fine.
okay. Because, yeah,
Yeah.
we're squishing down a lot of places for, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we're just trying to utilize our buildings in the best manner that we
Right.
can, and it seems as if, and like I say, we've had many talks over the last several months, and we haven't firmed anything up because that's not our highest priority at this point, because what
Right.
we have is working. Once the construction gets going and we actually see how it interacts, then we can make those final decisions for the clerk's office.
do we know how long that construction's gonna take? About a year? About a year. So in a year's time, we have two elections, 2 or 3 elections in that year's time.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to move them somewhere.
No.
No? We'll be able to do
We've
both?
already discussed that as a
Okay.
part of the bidding process, how we would deal with those kind of things when it comes. Because, it is a short period, so we're going to try to make sure that it's managed, and we're lucky we have Alex here. He knows how to manage these projects and make sure that those things are done that would interfere with her are not being done
Right.
during.
We could anticipate the primary being interrupted just a bit,
Okay,
but the contractor's making accommodations for that, plans already, so, for traffic flow,
okay,
as well as pedestrians.
okay. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, nomenclature has become confusing on Area D since it's now going to be 2 distinct areas. Why don't we just call the dispatch area dispatch and the voting area, I don't know, Cindy's Girl Cave?
Or she shed, Cindy she
There
shed.
you go.
Yeah, we have dispatch and she shed, that'll work. I'm just trying to make sure that we have distinct areas, plus too, with the public coming into that area, that it is secure for dispatch, but it also is safe for our voters too.
Absolutely.
So, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you,
Yes, ma'am.
Bill. Thank you, Alex.
Any more comments?
Are we acting on top 6 today?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, no vote. This is just an informal process, but we do need to finalize ours because we have to do the reporting and stuff. That's why we're just asking if you guys are okay with us prioritizing these top 10 as they are. But like I say, certainly if you feel like the administrative center concrete repairs, which is number 7, should be number 2, we'll happily swap it, something along those lines. And of course, we've done that in the past. The heating and cooling system's not a very sexy project at the courthouse. We may not be able to receive much funding,
Right.
whereas the administrative center concrete repairs is something that's a little bit more visible to the public. You may feel that should be prioritized differently, and that's why we're just informally asking you guys to help us with this during this public comment.
Any comment, Commissioners? You good?
Oh, no, it's public comment.
Okay, so I guess everybody's good.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioners, we'll proceed with these as our top 10 priorities, and of course, we'll work off of the top 5 for our presentations to the legislators this year. Thank you very much for the help.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, agenda item number 2, Lewis.
Chairman, Commissioners, agenda item number 2 is case Z 2024-1, a variance of 3 feet to the required 25-foot side yard setback. Michael Garcia, owner and occupant of 350 Pinto Street, is requesting a variance of 3 feet to the required 25-foot side yard setback per Article 7, Section 1A, Number 2. The property is more than 5 acres in size and is located at the west end of Pinto Street, which is part of the Pecos Valley Hagerman Subdivision Number 3. The manufactured home was delivered and set by the Manufactured Home Delivery Service sometime between February and April of this year. Mr. Garcia has stated he was not present when the home was delivered and set. Mr. Garcia stated he did not recall being informed of the setback requirements by staff. Staff did inform Mr. Garcia of the requirements when he turned in his application in February. However, staff did fail to mark the setback information on his site plan and application. However, the required setback information was stated on the subdivision plat that Mr. Garcia attached to his application and site plan. The placement error was discovered by the neighbor, John Ford, who reported it to staff in May. Staff confirmed Mr. Ford's finding and informed Mr. Garcia, who also confirmed the error. Mr. Ford has protested this variance both in writing and at the P&Z Commission meeting on June 4th. Due to Mr. Ford's protest, the variance must be approved by a 2/3 vote of all the commission members per Article 1, Section 5.I, number 4. Per Article 1, Section 5H, number 10, the board shall consider a variance at a public hearing. The property owner must show an exceptional situation, condition, and hardship, and the board must determine if the variance would be injurious to the public health or safety, would affect the use or value of the adjacent property in an adverse manner, that the need is particular to the property, there is an exception or undue hardship on the property owner, that granting the variance is within the spirit, intent, purpose, and general plan of the zoning ordinance. On June 4th, 2024, the Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval of case Z 2024-01 by a vote of 4-0, based on findings of facts 1 through 3, as stated in staff's report. This variance, again, must be approved by a 2/3 vote of all commission members. Staff is in favor of the variance. Mr. Garcia is here to present.
Thank you, Louis. This is a public hearing, so is there anyone here to speak in favor of approval of this variance? Yes, sir. Your name and your address, please.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. My name is Michael Garcia. I own the home out there on 350 Pinto Street. You know, I was made aware of the setback. It was an honest mistake on my part. I didn't do anything out of, you know, like spy or anything. I just, you know, I wasn't present when they said it, like you said. It's actually like 2 feet, 10 inches away. And I wouldn't have done anything like that if I had known or had it written down, because I paid everything out of pocket, you know, on that end. And, you know, for me to go back and switch everything else and move it, you know, 2 foot, 10 inches to the west would really, you know, it'd be really tough. And, you know, I just wanted to let y'all know that it was just an honest mistake.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions for Mr. Garcia? Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else here to speak in favor of? Yes, sir. Your name and your address, please.
Good morning, Commissioner and Commissioner. My name is Tony Garcia. I am already the co-owner of the property with my son, Michael. Yes, I'm here just in support of, this was an honest mistake. It wasn't done intentionally, and when it was set, the party or whoever that set the mobile home, they signed off on it. You know, we played by the rules, and then later on we found out it's in our property, but it is what it is. So, you know, it's like I said, I'm here to support my son, and you know, like he stated, that's what happened. You know.
Well, thank you, Mr. Garcia.
Thank you.
Anyone else to speak in favor of? Is there anyone here to speak against? Okay. Commissioners?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of the variance in case Z-2024-01, being a 3-foot variance to the 25-foot side yard setback requirement.
A second.
Motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Perry for approval of case,
And
Yeah, facts
subject to
and
the
findings.
findings of
Yeah,
fact
facts
from
and-
from the
Commission.
commission.
Okay. Motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Perry. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to agenda item number 3, request of approval of amendments.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. This is agenda item number 3, requesting approval of an amendment to Agreement A-23-004, CDBG Grant Number 22-C-NR-I-03-G08, adjusting the project budget. This is a DFA requirement to amend the agreement for the new project cost. We're requesting approval of amendment number 1 for the agreement, A-23-004 for CDBG grant for the public hearing building project for the increase in budget for a new construction by $1,158,037.19, and to move $53,387.03 from the engineering budget to the new construction line item as referenced in Exhibit 1C. The new total project cost is $7,892,690.44. Staff recommends approval. And so you are aware, this is not an internal budget adjustment. It's already been done a few months ago.
Okay. I'm trying to catch up with you.
Page 46.
Yeah, and it says it's agenda item 4, but it's really agenda item.
Yes, it's,
Yeah.
it's,
3.
We
Yeah.
kind of got off on.
Yeah, that's what was throwing me
yes,
off.
it's off by a number.
Yeah. Okay. Commissioners?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of amendment number 1 to agreement A-23-022, excuse me, A-23004 on the Community Development Block Grant number 22-C-NR-1-03-G08, amending the project budget.
You did good.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Taylor for approval of amendment to A-23-004. All in
Period.
favor say aye.
Period.
Yada, yada, yada.
Aye.
Aye. Any
Thank you.
opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
So I guess we are on agenda item number 4, but not on our computers, right?
Right.
Right.
Okay, okay. So it's not just me.
No, it's not.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Item agenda number 4 is a request of approval for amendment number 1 to agreement A-23-032, inmate medical services with Roadrunner Health Services. Travis County Board of Commissioners approved agreement A-23-032 after an emergency procurement at the August 17th, 2023 meeting. This amendment is a request to extend the original agreement termination date from June 30th of 2024 to August 31st of 2024. This amendment does include a 3% increase, and staff has issued a request for proposal and will come forward when a formal recommendation for award is ready to be presented. Legal has reviewed and staff recommends approval.
Mr. Chairman. We have sent out requests for proposals.
Correct.
for-
It is open right now.
It is
Yes.
open right
Yes,
now.
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Question deadline was yesterday. An addendum will be sent out tomorrow with possibly an extension to the question deadline.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve amendment number 1 to A-23-032, inmate medical services with Roadrunner Health Services to extend it through August 31st, 2024, with a 3% increase.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Ezell for approval of amendment number 1 to agreement A-23-022. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 5.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
just a point of clarification. Is it 032 or 022?
022. Did I say 32?
That's what,
We've got a typo.
is it a typo?
Is it 22 or
Yeah,
32?
Should be 032.
It should be
032.
Should be
32.
032,
Okay.
correct.
Thank you.
It's 3-2?
Yes.
I
Okay.
see it now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chairman,
I read the wrong one.
Yes, Mr. Taylor.
I will abstain from voting on items E, F, G, I, and K of these agreements.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, County Commissioners. As to agenda item number 4, correct? Or 5? 5.
Five, shown
Five.
as 6.
Sorry.
Okay.
5 on the paper, 6 on the computer.
Okay, so our paper agenda is correct?
Yes.
That's,
Okay.
that's
Thank
correct.
you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The Chavez County DWI program received funding under the LDWI distribution in the amount of $431,914 and the competitive grant in the amount of $85,000 for fiscal year 25. The subcontracts listed will be allocated the estimated distribution amount and grant amounts to provide various DWI-related programs to the community of Chavez County. Agreement A-24013 between Chavez County and the Chavez County Youth Awareness for the Shattered Dreams Program in the amount of $5,000. Agreement A-24-014 between Chavez County and Dexter Independent School District for the Valley Project Graduation Celebration in the amount of $2,500. Agreement A-24-015 between Chavez County and Wings for Life in the amount of $24,000. Agreement A-24-016 between Chavez County and Aspen of New Mexico in the amount of $5,000. Agreement A-24-017 between Chavez County and Dexter Independent School District for Teens Needing Teens Program in the amount of $12,000. Agreement A-24-018 between Chavez County and Diane Taylor in the amount of $54,292. Agreement A-24-019 between Chavez County and Hagerman Municipal School District for Teen Needing Teens Program in the amount of $12,000. Agreement A-24-020 between Chavez County and La Casa Behavioral Health in the amount of $30,000. Agreement A-24-021 between Chavez County and Lake Arthur Municipal School District for Teens Needing Teens Program in the amount of $12,000. Agreement A-24-022 between Chavez County and Frank Magurillos in the amount of $14,000. Agreement A-24-023 between Chavez County and Character Counts for Project Graduation Celebration Program in the amount of $5,000. Agreement A-24-024 between Chavez County and the Roswell Refuge in the amount of $24,000. And finally, Agreement A-24-025 between Chavez County and Serenity Counseling in the amount of $50,000. The term of subcontract agreements provided will extend from July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025. Staff recommends approval for the subcontracts. And I stand for questions.
Okay, thank you.
Ask for questions first.
Anyone have any questions? Comments?
Mr. Chairman, Ellie, this is part of the $431,914 that we receive from the state under DWI funds. Is this correct?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Dana, that is correct.
Okay, and that is what we received for this next year,
That is
2024
correct.
through. Okay. Is this the same, or I know we had heard there's been some back and forth with the state. Is this the same, or is it less this year?
This amount, it was around $18,000 less of what we received last fiscal year, but we were able to not do any major cut funding of any of our programs. What we did, we requested more monies to make up from the local grant, and which we were awarded.
Okay.
So we just had to do some switching around in the numbers between the distribution and the local grant, and we were able to make up for those almost 18,000 that were
Okay.
cut from our funding compared to last fiscal year.
Okay. I know there has been some discussion in Santa Fe. Have you heard anything coming down the pike, you think?
No, not at this moment. We did receive an email from the bureau chief for the local grant. The funding comes from the DWI programs. And we did receive notification that the estimated amount that we received, that it was given to us this fiscal year, we were shorted out around $12,000. But looking at the budget, we are going to be okay.
Okay.
But other than that,
Haven't heard anything else
No,
coming
ma'am.
down the pike?
Yes.
Okay. I know you and your affiliates have been kind of talking, especially with the tax from last year that we.
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Chairman.
you.
Thank you, Ellie.
Ellie, what's the total?
The
of all
total amount that we
these?
requested
About 200?
I'm sorry, didn't have the total amount from the distribution that we requested was $431,114, plus the $85,000 from the local grant. And I can do the math really quick.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't know if you had it. I can do the math too.
Oh, okay.
It's about 200 grand. So it's not like
Almost.
we're spending it all.
Page 56 has those, I think that's right.
It shows the distribution of $431,914, and then the competitive grant of $85,000. But the subcontractors listed, so that's the total.
So the total amount that we are going to be receiving for our DWI programs, both from distribution and local grants, is going to be $515,914 for fiscal year '25.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Ezell.
I move approval of agreements A-24-013 through A-24-025 inclusive, with the record noting Commissioner Taylor's abstention on the items that he identified.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Perry. His motion as said. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, if I could, just so Cindy has a chance to write it down, I know she probably already has, but Commissioner Taylor did not vote on E, F, G, I, and K. So just wanted to clarify that.
I'll watch
Thank
you
you.
write it down when you're talking.
Cindy, which would be agreements dash 17, 18, 19, 21, and 23.
Okay. Agenda item number 6.
I'll be back 5 more times. Okay.
Anybody got a page on that one yet?
Uh,
It's gotta be a ways down.
It's way down there.
We,
I'll work on that.
Give us,
about
yeah, give us a
halfway. It's
few
about
minutes.
You let me know when you're ready.
Well, out of
Let my-
326 pages.
Yeah,
It's about
this one's,
138.
yeah, it's
I
gonna
think
be,
138.
142 might be
No, I don't
this
know.
one.
142?
142.
All right.
That was pretty close.
dang, you're quick. My thumb's not that.
There it is.
Good to go?
Yes, it is.
Go ahead.
Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Agenda item number 6 is an award recommendation and approval of agreement A24-026 for the Public Health Office project to Wade Construction Co. of Roswell, New Mexico. Chaves County solicited bids twice for the Public Health Office project. 2 bids were received on the first solicitation, however, both were rejected. Again, 2 bids were received for the second solicitation, and a notice of intent to award contingent upon DFA approval was recommended for award to a contractor out of El Paso, Texas. Due to timing and the federal requirements that this project has entailed, Chaves County was unable to secure a contract with the contractor out of El Paso, Texas. At that time, Chaves County requested a new bid from the second bidder, which is as follows. Wade Construction Co. of Roswell, New Mexico for $6,867,380, and that's listed without GRT. The bid has been reviewed for compliance with the federal requirements and approved by DFA, which is the CDBG funding, and by staff. Staff recommends approval of the award recommendation and agreement A24-026 to Wade Construction Co. in the amount of the $6,867,380 plus the GRT.
Any discussion, questions?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of agreement A-24-026 for Public Health Office project to Wade Construction of Roswell, New Mexico in the amount of $6,867,380 plus gross receipts tax.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Taylor, second by Commissioner Ezell for approval of agreement A-24-026. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any against?
Thank you.
Motion carries.
Morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Agenda item number 7, Agreement A24-027, is an agreement between Chaves County and La Casa for indigent medical services. La Casa will provide medical, dental, and/or behavioral health to indigent residents of Chaves County. The agreement is for 1 year, with the agreement automatically renewing each year for a total of 5 years. This is a standard agreement that we did about 5 years ago, and the only change we made was for denture replacement, rather than 10 years, we moved it up to 7. And I did talk to Bill and Anna about this, and they were in agreement as well. And staff recommends approval.
And the amount, Mr. Chairman, and the amount is $350,000?
Up to $350,000
Per year,
per year, which
that they can bill
We-
us?
we never-
that
yes,
Comes
correct.
out of the indigent healthcare fund?
that is correct.
Okay. Thank you.
And is there an amount per procedure that's agreed upon in advance or per service?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Ezell, it's listed in the ordinance. So for primary health care, it's $4,000. For dental, it's $4,000 as well.
Thank you.
So we do have
A limit, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
each, okay, good, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of agreement A-24-027 for professional medical services for indigent patients with.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Taylor for approval of agreement A-24-027. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
I'm back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, agenda item number 8 is the request for approval of agreement A-24-028 for the PVRCC renovation to Wade Construction Co. of Roswell, New Mexico. Again, Chaves County solicited bids twice for this PVRCC renovation. One bid was received on the first solicitation but was rejected due to price. For the second solicitation, another bid was received and an award was made to a contractor out of El Paso, Texas. The contract was later terminated by Chaves County Board of Commissioners. Staff requested new bid proposals from 4 contractors. Chaves County only received 1 letter of interest, followed by the bid as outlined below. Wade Construction Co. of Roswell, New Mexico for $2,535,343 listed without GRT. The bid has been reviewed for compliance by staff, and staff recommends approval of agreement A-24-028 to Wade Construction Co. in the amount of $2,535,343 plus the GRT.
Any questions, discussions? About you, Commissioner Perry?
He's awake.
What say you?
Well, if you're trying to give me a key to move to approve this, I will.
Well, I do have a question. On our
Yep.
ICIP, we had $400,000 funded to date, $1,200,000 not yet funded. And this is a $2.5 million contract. How much is the city kicking in? Where's the money coming from?
Do you have the budget recap on PVRCC, how that came up? I think it's just a fact of the contracts have not come in yet because it is funded again last year, but we don't actually have that money until September, and I believe at that point we should be essentially fully funded. Is that correct? Or within reason? Yeah, because we don't. I don't know what the final price is compared to what the final budget is, but I think we're there. We're essentially there. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, to follow up, how much is the city putting in? Do we know?
To this project?
Yeah.
This is entirely on us. We provide we house the PVRCC,
Okay.
and we're ready to do that.
Okay.
Commissioners, most of the existing equipment that the city has provided thus far will be moved over to the new dispatch.
Okay, so it's city equipment, but the building and the facility is Chaves County?
Correct.
Okay. Are the employees city employees or Chaves County employees?
Yes, ma'am, they are city.
They are all city? Okay. Thank you.
You're up.
Chairman, I move to approval of A-24-028 to Wade Construction for the value of $253,343,000.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by
With the amount being
Commissioner
$2,535,344.
Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Ezell for approval of agreement A-24-028. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Ready for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll stay.
Keep going.
PDF 192. Okay, agenda item number 9 is an award recommendation and approval of agreement A-24-029 for ITB 24-7 Pine Lodge Road 2024 to Constructors, Inc. of Carlsbad, New Mexico. Chavez County solicited bids for the Pine Lodge Road project between Old Clovis Highway and Red Bridge Road. We received 2 bids on May 28, 2024, and they're as follows. Constructors, Inc. of Carlsbad, New Mexico for $1,089,837.40 without GRT. And J&H Services, Inc. out of Albuquerque, New Mexico for $1,117,859 without GRT. Both bids were responsive and tabulated for compliance by staff. Staff recommends approval of award recommendation to the qualified low bidder, Constructors, Inc. in the amount of $1,089,837.40 plus the GRT. Staff recommends approval of the award recommendation and approval of agreement A-24-029.
Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of agreement A-24-029, awarding the Pine Lodge project pursuant to the bid of Constructors, Inc., Carlsbad, New Mexico.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Dana for approval of agreement A-24-029. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. I will stay. PDF number 200 for item number 10, please. Agenda item number 10 is an award recommendation and approval of agreement A-24-030 for St. Mary's Complex Suite D renovation to Wade Construction Co. of Roswell, New Mexico. Chavez County solicited bid, quotes, or proposals from 5 contractors that were eligible for contracting through the New Mexico State Price Agreements or CES price agreements. 2 bids were received as follows. Wade Construction Co. of Roswell, New Mexico for $366,943 without GRT, and Pluma LLC of Albuquerque, New Mexico for $383,873.60 without GRT. The bids have been reviewed and staff recommends approval of the award recommendation and agreement A-24030 to Wade Construction Co. via CES contract number 2023-05-R121-567 in the amount of $366,943 plus the GRT.
Mr. Chairman, Alex, what is this for? Suite D.
This is the COG, the Southeastern New Mexico Economic.
Oh, okay.
As
For the
Commissioner
remodel.
Ezell mentioned a little while ago about the confusion with Area
Yeah,
D.
Area D.
Suite D
You've got
is a
Suite
building
D,
next
yes.
door. Area D versus on this
Okay.
building. So
Okay.
that's been confusing throughout the life of this project.
Yes, it
Absolutely agree
has.
with Commissioner
Okay, so
Ezell.
we will
How
be.
about Cindy was already getting money for her she shed?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's ready to say, you go, girl. Okay, so this is where Southeastern New Mexico.
The COG.
That's
Economic
correct,
Development
yes.
Is, okay, so we're renovating their office.
Yes, for a larger conference room.
Oh, for a larger conference room. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. On that note, I will move to, for approval for award recommendation and approval of agreement A-24-030 for St. Mary's Complex Suite D renovation to Wade Construction of Roswell, New Mexico, and that is for Southeastern New Mexico Economic Development Conference Room.
Yes.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Ezell for approval of Agreement A-24-030. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
And item number 11.
Page 226. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Good morning again, Mr. Chairman, County Commissioners. As to agenda item number 11, the ratification of agreement A-24-031 between Chavez County and the State of New Mexico DFA Local Government Division for DWI Local Grant Fiscal Year 2024-2025. The Chavez County DWI program was awarded $85,000 in local DWI grant funds for fiscal year 2024-2025. This funding will be utilized to fund a full-time treatment provider, treatment provider for Spanish-only clients, and an alternative sentencing program. The term of the agreement will start on July 1st, 2024, and will end June 30th, 2025. Staff recommends approval.
Discussion?
That's easy. That's money coming our direction instead of the other way.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Chairman, I move approval of agreement, which one was it? A-24-031 between Chavez County and the DFA Local Government Division for the DWI local grant for fiscal year 24-25.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Dana for approval of agreement A-24-031. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We've already
Thank you.
Yes.
handled agenda item number 12, so we go to number 13.
PDF
Now the numbers are really
255.
confusing.
250. Yeah.
Uh,
Hold on just a minute.
Yeah.
It's slowed
Resolution
down.
R-24-022.
22? Okay. All of these are so long.
I'm fixing that to get me a handler up here.
Yes.
I got it.
There it is, there
What
it is, I
page is it?
think.
255.
I'm not even showing
Oh,
the page.
oh, yeah. What's going on? 022? Oh,
No.
The
I
bad
guess
thing
I
is
went
it's-
too far.
The bad thing is it's 255 out of 326.
Where? Oh, I see it over in the far. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning,
Sorry.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners.
Hi, Emma.
Right
Hi.
side.
Nice to
Face
see you
it.
today,
You as
another
well.
face. Yay.
I have Resolution R-24-022 approving Chavez County to pick up the para rate increase. Chavez County Resolution R-24-022 proposes Chavez County to pick up the 0.50% para increase for employees as approved in the interim budget for fiscal year 24-25 on May 16th, 2024. Staff recommends approval.
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of Resolution R-24-022, authorizing Chavez County to pick up the PERA increase
Second.
for our employees.
There you go. Motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Taylor for approval of Resolution R-24-022. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Now what page are we looking at?
Item
The
14, PDF page 257.
So agenda item number 14 is Resolution R-24-023, approving changes to personnel charts. This resolution incorporates the addition of the following positions: 1 additional civil process server, 1 public records IPRA clerk, 1 public records IPRA coordinator, and 1 mechanical and plumbing inspector. The salary increase for the following at-will positions that were not previously increased in January would be the county manager, detention administrator, chief financial officer, HR director, IT director, planning and zoning director, and the flood superintendent. The county also desires to pick up the estimated 9.2 insurance premium increase for the employees as approved in our interim budget for fiscal year 24-25 on May 16, 2024. Staff recommends approval.
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of Resolution R-24-023, approving changes to the personnel charts.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Taylor, second by Commissioner Ezell for approval of Resolution R-24-023. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, agenda item 15, I think. I'm totally lost.
Yep.
Yes.
This resolution is to support the Carlsbad Irrigation District's petition that they're making to Congress to amend the Carlsbad Irrigation Project Acquired Land Transfer Act of June 21st, 2000. The amendment to the act would place the $35 million replacement cost for the flood control radial gates that are on the Sumner Dam back on the Bureau of Reclamation rather than the farmers in the Carlsbad Irrigation District within the Pecos Valley. Staff recommends approval.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Taylor.
I move approval of Resolution R-24-024, supporting the Carlsbad Irrigation District congressional petition to amend the Land Transfer Act.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Taylor, second by Commissioner Ezell for approval of Resolution R-24-024. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And Mr. Chairman, I have been contacted by a couple, more than a couple of the CID people who were highly complimentary of the wording of our resolution and wanted thanks to be made publicly to its author.
Well, thank you.
So, thank you, Bill.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I had to do a lot of research
I could tell.
to figure out how to write that resolution. For instance, I've, in error, been saying the Fort Sumner Dam for many, many years. It is not the Fort Sumner Dam. There is a Fort Sumner Dam and the Sumner Dam. So anyway, I've learned a lot in the process of writing that resolution, and I hope that they are successful in changing that. Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, agenda item number 16 is an appointment of a member to the Joy Center Board of Directors. 3 members of the Joy Center Board of Directors are appointed by Chaves County. Presently, those members are Ms. Rita Kane Dorhofer, Mr. Robert McCray, and Ms. Phyllis Fix. Mr. McCray, who is the community representative on the board, is terming out in August of 2024. Monica Duran, Executive Director of Chaves County Joy Centers, Inc., has requested that Mr. McCray be reappointed to the position by the Chaves County Board of Commissioners. Staff recommends that the Commission reappoint Mr. Robert McCray to this position.
Mr. Chairman, Bill, if we talk to Mr. McCray, is he okay with it?
Yes, to my understanding, Mr. McCray is happy to fill this position.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I move that we appoint Mr. Robert McCray to the position of member of the Joy Center Board of Directors.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Ezell for appointment of Mr. Cray to the Joy Center Board of Directors. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. And item number 17. Yes, ma'am.
PDF 276, page 276. This is my last one. I'm done spinning, promise. For now.
Good.
Come on.
Agenda item number 17 is the approval to purchase a prefabricated restroom facility for the Chaves County Cultural Plaza project from CXT Incorporated. Chaves County is currently still in the design phase of the Chaves County Cultural Plaza project, which is to be located at 219 East 4th Street. However, due to funding requirement deadlines, a percentage of the funding needs to be encumbered by June 30th. Staff has determined that a direct purchase of the prefabricated restroom facility to be used for the Cultural Plaza will satisfy the funding encumbrance requirement. The purchase can be made utilizing a cooperative contract from Sourcewell, which is contract number 081721-CXT. The purchase price quote is quoted at $213,438, and staff recommends approval of that purchase.
Mr. Chairman, is this price locked in?
As soon as I walk to
it
my
is
office
locked
and
in?
do a purchase order after this, yes,
Okay.
it locks us in.
Yahoo! Because it seems like everything. So we're going to purchase,
Yes.
it's a prefab building?
It's a prefab building. It has a long lead time for ordering, so
Okay.
it helps us out in two ways. Number one, the encumbrance criteria by June 30th.
Right.
And then number two, kind of gets us ahead of the game a little bit on
Okay.
something that can be ordered and stored on Chaves County facilities for now.
Yeah, I
until
was
ready
about to
for
say, when
construction.
do we anticipate delivery?
We haven't,
We haven't gotten exactly, last was iffy around 6 months, so we intend to advertise the project in early fall.
So
It's kind of the
even-
timeline on the Cultural Plaza, so.
So, yeah. So even if we do get, it can be stored or
It's a
whatever,
win-win,
and-
yes,
yeah,
for the
Because it
project.
is like a little prefab
Correct.
building.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, it's a three-hole on each side, by the way. It's not just a little outhouse. I mean, it's
Right.
a truly functional bathroom for larger facilities that will really benefit our community. And the other thing about the price, strange you should ask, they have a scheduled price increase on July the 1st. And we had to, I want to hand out to Alex and to Anna, they worked very diligently to assure that they would allow us to purchase this at the old price. I
Yeah.
think you had to have the purchase in by Monday of this week? Is that-
yes.
And-
The end of last week, they required a purchase order from us, but we got them to extend it till we can meet today for the
So-
approval, a formal approval before I issue them a purchase order.
That's our Chaves County staff in action right there. They
Yeah,
they did a
really.
great job and saved us
Yeah, thank
about
you.
20%, as I recall. So-
And in recognition of your good work, I will let you, if it comes in before October, I'll let you store it at the fairgrounds for free.
But you can't use the toilets.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about that.
See? You're going to eye those brand-new
Always planning.
toilets, yeah. Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the purchase of a prefabricated restroom facility for the Chaves County Cultural Plaza project from CXT Inc. in the price of $213,438.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Ezell for approval of the prefab restroom facility for Chaves County Cultural Plaza project. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
And item number 18. Lewis.
Last but not least. Chairman, Commissioners, this is permission to advertise a notice of public hearing to amend the Chaves County Building Code Ordinance Number 60. We will provide a notice which will be published one time in the Roswell Daily Record at least 2 weeks prior to the public hearing and shall contain the date, time, location, and public hearing, title of the ordinance, and general summary of the proposed amendments per 4-37-7.
Mr. Chairman, I move we authorize the notice of public hearing to be published regarding the amendment to the Chaves County Building Code Ordinance Number 60.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Taylor for approval of the Chaves County Building Code Ordinance number 60. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Public. Approval of checks.
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of checks in the amount of $3,580,497.77.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Taylor, second by Commissioner Dana for approval of checks. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of reports.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve of reports.
Second.
About time. Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Perry for approval of reports. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Okay, unscheduled communications are limited to 3 minutes per visitor, not to exceed 15 minutes. No formal action will be taken by the commission.
I feel like we're in a parade.
All right.
Hadn't heard
I
from you.
was wondering, you've been awfully quiet.
Good morning, Commissioners, Chairman. I'm Rita Kane Dorhofer, very narrow, unstriped Chicago Cubs mailbox, Mark Road. You know, the UFO Festival is coming, and the main event is on the courthouse lawn. Well, I'm here to talk to you about trash. Seriously, the city is giving a janitorial service $3,200 to pick up trash everywhere but the courthouse lawn. Have no fear. Keep Chaves County beautiful, and the road department, Joe has talked me into not canceling the 2 roll-offs. Keep Chaves County beautiful is getting community service workers from municipal court, and Ellie, she left. And Ellie is going to provide community service workers also. Keep Chaves County Beautiful will put anywhere between 40 and 50 trash cans on the courthouse lawn. We will be monitoring that. I will be there 9 hours each day. And also, Keep Chaves County Beautiful is giving Galacticon 8 trash cans. So we've got everything taken care of. We know where we're going to put our trash. Thank you, Joe. And we know who's going to be picking up the trash for us. Hopefully, the community service workers, and Ellie is giving them a good deal, and so is Muni Court. 2 for 1. So if they're with me for 9 hours, they get 18 hours a day off. We start at 6 a.m. and then Peggy Seski goes up and she takes the night shift. I take the morning shift. So the courthouse lawn will be covered. We will not have any trash. It'll be better than it was before. That's number 1. Number 2 is Keep Chaves County Beautiful has not gotten any money from the state yet. So I may need to be coming to you to borrow some trash bags because we don't have any money yet. We put in for 2 pallets of trash bags because we do a lot of trash. Does anybody have any questions for what Keep Chaves County Beautiful does? Well, we are also going to be working with the Master Gardeners. I've got a couple of programs that I think the Master Gardeners will help with. We were asked to Keep Chaves County Beautiful, did write a grant, and we are doing the Triangle Garden, which dedication is going to be at 9:30 to 11:30 on Saturday. I don't know whose district it is. It must be one of those 2. Whose district it is. It would be nice if you'd be there. Dara, are you going to be there?
I'm going to be there.
Thank you. They're also having a plant sale.
I'm trying to find Iris, yes.
What?
I'm trying to find Iris, so I will be there. I need Iris.
Good. Well, I will be there too. Anyway, does anybody have any questions what Keep Chaves County Beautiful is going to be doing over the July 4th weekend? If anybody wants to help, feel free. Feel free. I'll give you pickers, gloves, a bag, maybe a cookie or 2. Yeah. Anybody have any questions? Where I will be?
Where will you be?
I will be at the courthouse lawn for 9 hours on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And I understand you'll be talking trash?
I always talk trash. You know me. Commissioner Zell, I always talk trash. And we get it picked up. So if anybody has anybody who's doing community service and wants some time, they can come see me.
There we go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Louis? Name and address.
Quick update on 6217 Devonian Road for Charles Noriega. Did a field inspection yesterday, and it looks like Mr. Noriega has removed approximately 80 to 90% of his vehicles, mostly on the south side. There are still about 20 to 30 vehicles and trucks on the north side near Rudy's Towing that are going to be taken care of. There's also still 10 to 15 RVs and buses out there that he's going to have to deal with. His current car smasher won't handle those, so they're going to have to take a different route with those. There is still a lot of junk and wreckage and debris out there that they are cleaning up, and there are still 4 manufactured homes, 3 of which he will need to move based on your decision and what you granted him. He has till August to comply. Looks like he's doing a great job of getting that cleaned up, though. So, and it is the gates remain locked for a large majority of the week, we found. So we're not seeing as many transients going in and out. So, yeah.
Louis, did you say he's removed between 80 and 90%?
Yeah, you'd be amazed at what you see out there.
Wow.
A lot of it is gone.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was amazed too.
That's a testament to you for staying on top of things. Thank you.
Thanks to you. Thanks to you all.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can.
Your name and your address, please.
Good morning. So Tamara Schubert, Travis County Cooperative Extension. So summer is super busy for us. As y'all know, we have 23 youth headed out next week to a competition over in Lee County. We have 9 headed out the end of that week for Nebraska for a national competition, or 4 for nationals, and we have 9 the week after that headed to Las Cruces for state competition. So it's a busy summer for us, but we do have some good news. After a year and a half of our 4-H position being vacant, we do get to have a new agent in-house next month. So we're looking forward to that just in time for a county fair that kicks off on the 19th of July.
All right.
So that's it,
Yay.
unless y'all have questions. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Cameron.
Charles Eastless, Chaves County Undersheriff, number 1, St. Mary's Place. This is my home away from home. Just a quick update. The sheriff had total knee replacement on the right knee. So if anybody needs anything, I'm available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's doing better. He's back at home. And once he found out that it's a little more painful than they told him. And once he finishes up with that, he plans on getting the other one done. One of the things, or the thing that I wanted to address and bring to you, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, Bill, is we are 2 positions who are in the running, and everything has already come back. We will be completely staffed 100%, and this is the first time in over 10 years. So I really appreciate HR working hand in hand with us and making this happen, and my lieutenants have really been staying on top of it and staying busy, testing people and advertising and getting everything done. So, God willing, we'll stay at 100%, which I think is gonna be outstanding. It'll provide a lot of coverage to a lot of areas that we've had to not necessarily see as often. Good.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Charles.
Anyone else? Going once? Twice? Joe? Okay. Just one dollar. Okay. Bill?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I actually wrote down a lot more things here than I thought I was going to. Want to thank Keep Chaves County Beautiful for all the work that they do. When we started on the trail that we have around the county, we told them that when we got our Terrace Hills sign redone, as everyone knows, we have the old miniature golf sign over there. So we had it completely refurbished. I don't know if you've seen it, especially nice at night. We didn't put neon lights on it because those will get broken, but we do have LED lighting on it, so it lights up as the old miniature golf sign did. It says Terrace Hills, but rather than say miniature golf, it says fitness and walking trail. We would like to remind Keep Chaves County Beautiful that we agreed that we would put a sign out there acknowledging their help on the trail. So we're to that point where we can get that done. And I know Alex has a sign in his office. I don't know if he wants to give it up or if you want to give us a new sign, but we're more than happy to put that up, and we want to thank you again for all the help you give the county. I talked to the sheriff the other day, and he says he's getting both knees replaced because he's getting a lift kit. He's going to try to get it. He said if he could just get 3 or 4 inches, he'd feel pretty good about it. But we're thankful he's doing well and has made the first half of his stuff successful. It was an honor, I think, to do the election proclamation. All those people have done a great job and continually do a great job. It's year after year they come back. I want to thank them for that. Annabelle, Lucia, and Michael Briscoe, as you noted today, were not here. They were all in Florida this week at different events. Annabelle and Lucia, I think, made it all the way back to Dallas late last night, and they will be fortunate enough to get out of there about 4:30 this afternoon to get on home. So, it's just a short stay for them. Michael Briscoe, he made it to Miami yesterday, and he was in Miami-Dade County. So I'm not sure how far he actually made it yesterday, but they are coming back. They'll be here next month, we hope. But anyway, the weather's been bad, and they're wanted to be here today and help with some of the presentations, but unfortunately were called away. I want to thank the staff on the ICIP. They worked very hard to make sure that these are good, responsible projects that we put in. And as we kind of pointed out today, much of this funding is multi-year funding, and so we have to consider when the funds are available, how we're going to present them, hopefully get them, how to go back and require more or request more funds. And as we pointed out, things like the PVRCC, through several years of attempts, we've managed to completely fund a multi-million-dollar project with very little extra coming out of the county's coffers. And so we want to thank our staff for all the hard work. They don't ever give up. It seems like they continually strive to do more and more and more, and thank them for that. Health Department groundbreaking was really exciting. We had, I think, probably about 50 people out there. The Health Department's very excited to be partnered with us and to have helped us design the building. We're looking forward to the construction starting. PVRCC, as Anna mentioned, we had a contractor on board, as you all are aware, but with some of the requirements are pretty difficult for contractors. We're really excited to have a new contractor from out of town, a little bit more, and then they were unable to fulfill the requirements. Anna and Alex worked hard to try to get as many bids as they could. They reached out to new contractors, different contractors, and we can't even get people to bid, so we're really thankful that the local contractors will step up, and Wade Construction did step up on that particular project, but I want you to know that they really reached out and did the best that they could to get as many people to bid on that as possible to the benefit of the county. And like I say, we are moving forward, so that's the important thing. But anyway, that's all that I have. I'm really thankful for my ability to work for Chaves County and for the people that are in our community, and we have a great staff, and I'm thankful that all of them feel the same way. That's all.
Thank you, Bill. You're welcome. Commissioner Perry?
Well, thank you for everybody who endured this meeting. It's nice to see you all and be here. I want to give a little shout out to Mr. Korn and Mr. Wade for your successful movement in your county commission endeavor. You got very, very big shoes to fill. We'll see if you can do it, but they're very, very big shoes to fill, so you guys got to step up. I want to say thanks to Ms. Nieto for doing the great work on the cultural plaza restroom facilities engagement. I know that's a tedious process, and it really takes a whole tribe and a whole government to get something like that pulled off. I was wondering about Ms. Dorhofer. I'm glad she showed up after 2 months of abstinence from communicating with us. I'm glad you're back in business and talking trash, as Commissioner Ezell says. Appreciate you all for your time. Thanks for coming, and that's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Perry. Commissioner Taylor.
I'd like to thank the clerk's office and all her staff for the excellent job they did on the election, and all the poll workers that come and work at those polls. I think it attests to the quality and fairness of the elections here that are always held in Chaves County. Thank you. And Rita, thank you for all your hard work and effort, especially in organizing the event for the July 4th weekend there at the courthouse. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Mr. Dana.
Thank you. I too want to thank Cindy and her staff. I appreciate everything that y'all do, your poll workers trying to get that organized, and also the phone calls and some of the problems that you guys have to endure. But thank you so much for doing that. Thank you, Ms. Rita, for taking care of our Chaves County courthouse lawn. Ms. Rita and I are on the same page. You know, our courthouse and our courthouse lawn are beautiful history to Chaves County. I mean, we were presented from someone who appreciated the history, the painting that he did of our old courthouse. And so I appreciate it. Every time I drive by and I see somebody and they're looking at the history and they're enjoying our courthouse lawn, and I'm very grateful that you're taking care of it and that you feel the same way I do about it. It is, I mean, the Roswell city workers were down there. I don't know if they were replacing a fire hydrant or what it was the other day, and I almost stopped and got out and said, "What are you doing? Why are you on it?" You know, but I didn't.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Exactly. That is exactly how I felt. But I thought, no, Alex will take care of that for us. I appreciate that. I saw you on the courthouse lawn with some people the other day. When I drove by, I almost stopped, but I didn't because I knew you were taking care of it. So this is our history. This is the building, the lawn, the trees. I think, Bill, somebody has looked up the history of the trees down there. So I appreciate that. I appreciate what our staff does here for Chaves County. You guys take pride in what you do. That's why we want to make sure that we take care of you as a staff too. And because we do, we appreciate everything that you do. Speaking of that, I know why Administrator Briscoe is in Miami. I encouraged him to go to Miami, so when he gets back, he might have a few words. He is down there looking at the Miami-Dade model. I am trying to encourage as many of our law enforcement. I will be talking to you. I cannot control the weather. I got stuck in Dallas when I went in October, and now they're stuck in Miami due to flooding and stuff like that. But I am working with the city of Roswell, our city councilors, and our opioid funding, trying to put in kind of a Miami model for the peer diversion, behavioral health, trying to get New Mexico. I was glad to see that the governor said that she wants to do something with behavioral health, but I don't know during the special session. We're trying to get in to see her and kind of talk to her about the Miami model, but she's adamant to do it her way. That's fine. Chaves County will do it our way, and we will. I want Chaves County to be the model for the state of New Mexico on the behavioral health end of it, and that's why I'm working so hard. That's why I was so glad that Mr. Briscoe went to Miami. So I prayed for good weather. It didn't happen, so that's how it is. But hopefully, when Mr. Briscoe gets back, we're going to sit down and look at what we can do for our inmates and how we take care of the behavioral health piece of this issue here in Chaves County. But thank you, everybody, for everything that you do. Bill and I are working on a project for Daughters of the American Revolution. We received a plaque as part of celebrating America 250 next year. And so we will be having a dedication once we get the plaque. Thank you, facility maintenance, and might have to take you to with the road department, but we'll be dedicating the plaque on Veterans Day down on the Chaves County Courthouse lawn. And so we'll hear more as we go, but I really appreciate Bill and facility maintenance and Chaves County for helping us to put in this plaque honoring our American Revolution soldiers and soldiers that founded this country, fought for this country, and make this country great. So thank you very much, Bill, for your help, and you'll hear more out of me as we get closer to Veterans Day. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Day. Commissioner Ezell.
At the risk of being redundant, I do want to mention the clerk's office and all the election volunteers. This is a real big part of the preservation of our democracy and republic, and I just thank all of y'all from the bottom of my heart. As for our procurement staff and all, damn, we spent a lot of money today. But thank you for the effort it took to get those projects moving forward. Thanks to our finance department, we will have the money to pay for everything, for all the checks we authorized today. So it's a wonderful thing to watch the way this operation works, and it goes so smoothly, and that is because of the wonderful employees and staff that we have, and I thank you all. And that's all I've got, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Ezell. I don't know that I could add anything to any of the comments that are made today, but thank everyone for their hard work, and I appreciate everybody here, and I love living in Chaves County and the people in it, and it's a great place to be. With that, we're going to adjourn and sign checks. I'm probably going to do it.